The time has come.
We are all packed up and ready to go. Moving on to the Kootenays.
We have a few neighbors milling around to say goodbye.
Yeah. It's nice to be friends with your neighbors all throughout the RV parks that you go to.
Yeah.
And yeah, after 5.5 years in this park, probably about 2.5, 3 years in this spot.
Yeah,
it's
Bailey's
sad,
whining.
but we're moving on.
Moving on.
Well, and then there's Bailey. She loves our neighbor too.
Yeah, she loves Mike.
Yeah.
Mike's always been a special friend. Anyways, so let's do this brake check and let's get out of here.
Okay. Talk to you later.
Got to check out at the front office, and Brent's already backed the trailer up. So the site is cleaned out. A few weeks ago we cleaned up our shed, and yeah, we are packed up, ready to go, and ready to move on to the next phase of our life up at the cabin. Last time we were pulling out of this site. Mike's saying goodbye to Bailey again. Last time we pulled out of L21 at PCR RV Park to make sure Brent's tail end is clear here. And I take the car.
Hello everybody. Well, today I am traveling with a cooler and 2 dogs. So right now Miriam is driving the car and we are meeting in a Soyuz tonight, or this afternoon. It's only about a 4-hour drive from the Lower Mainland from where we are at Peace Arch RV Park, but we're not there anymore. We have left. And currently I am driving through Manning Park, and Miriam had a few things to do, like drop off some bottles and cans at the recycle depot, and drop off a thank you card for her friends and her manager at Parties. She was there for, I think, 2.5, 3 years, and she really liked it. It was good fun for her. Good job that she enjoyed. It wasn't overly stressful. Well, Christmas and Mother's Day, I think, were a little stressful, but that's Purdy's chocolates. It's like selling gold. Anyways, yet I digress. So Miriam is roughly an hour behind me. She was leaving Willowbrook Mall area, around 200th Street and the number 1 freeway. And when she called me, I was just passing Lickman Road, which is on the west side of Chilliwack. So I'm about an hour and a quarter ahead of her. Yeah, probably about an hour. So I told her I will fuel up in Princeton, and then if she's not there by the time I finish, well, I'll just continue on, and she will send me a message when she gets there. So it's just we're not traveling together, we're traveling in the same direction, roughly an hour apart. That's the way it is. And both the dogs love being in the truck. As you can see, Bailey's taken Maddie's old position. She used to sit there with her chin straight in the air as well. Wrigley has not started complaining about the elevation changes yet. She usually paws at one of us, and now it's only me and Bailey's in the way, so yay. But I'm just chattering on, and it's a pretty good day for driving. I always like driving in cooler weather, not necessarily rain, but in cooler weather. The roads are a bit damp in spots, so there's moisture here, and you can see the low cloud, and This is the kind of driving weather I like. It's easy on the equipment, easier on the tires. They don't get overheated. I don't run a TPMS system on the tires. I find that if they're a little bit bulky on the valve stem, they will actually wear out the valve stem and I think cause bigger issues than they're worth. I am constantly checking them, checking temperature, checking tread wear, checking the lug nuts, and I've been lucky so far. Haven't had a blowout, knock on wood. I can't knock on wood right now. I've got my hands on the wheel and on the camera. So I'm gonna let you go. I will talk to you later. Bye.
All right, I am coming up to the Hope Slide. Oh, no, I'm passing it. So, just a quick little road update. So I did all my little errands and stuff, took the recycling away, and dropped off a thing at the Purdy's for my old manager. Anyways, and got some Starbucks, got fuel, got more Starbucks. They were a long ways in between. And yeah, I'm well on my way to hit Manning Park here in a minute. So, that was more emotional than I thought it would be. And I'm still having like little butterflies in my tummy. I don't know if it's excitement, fear, or like, what have we done? I'm hoping it's excitement. We've been working on this project for 2 years. So we pulled the plug, tore off the Band-Aid, and we are heading to the cabin as our permanent home base. Anyways, I'm going to focus on driving. I'll catch you up in a little bit. I'm probably about an hour behind Brent at this point. Actually, when I left, yeah, I'm about an hour, 45 minutes behind Brent. And so I'm playing catch up. Yes, I will drive safe. Anyways, moving along.
So just a few minutes after I chatted with you a minute ago, I haven't seen the West Gate yet. I think I'm coming up on Skagit 1. Anyways, some pretty tight turns, single lane, and yeah, I'll just tell you where I am now. Yeah, Skagit River number 1 bridge. About a kilometer back, a couple of really tight turns. Come around a bend, and I'm on the edge of a cliff. Car coming the other way, one-way traffic each direction, and there's a moron in a pickup truck pulled over on the side of the road 100 feet before a pullout. And he's got his truck door open, standing in the road. So needless to say, I laid on the horn. He had his back to, oh, it's got a vent. Stupid people. It's like, if there's a pullout and you want to pull over, use the pullout, not the side of the road where there is no room. And make sure it's not on a bend either. It's got to be on a straightaway, or at least in an actual pullout. Hello everyone. It is a beautiful, bright, sunshiny day here in Osoyoos, BC. We just checked into Incomeep RV Park. Apparently there's like 400 sites here, and they are massive. Like these are little back-ins, and you could fit easily 45-foot fifth wheel in there, or travel trailer or whatever. We are 38 feet, and as you can see, I've already detached. I've got, like, with the truck and the trailer all combined, we are 59.5 feet. I've got easily 25 feet in front here, so I could have pulled forward even more to put the front door at the concrete pad. And in behind, I will show you, Miriam just pulled up, and we've got easily 40 feet behind the trailer. So this is definitely large sites. This particular site is 172 if anyone is interested. It is a 30 amp or 50 amp, whichever you prefer. The water pressure is at 46. I had mine set to, I think, 42, and it jumped up to that. And then I just turned it up a little bit, so it will give you 46 psi in water. The sewer is a little forward more than it normally would be. It's usually further back of the water and electric, but it's all within range. I think I've got about 15 feet to it. I've got 40 foot of hose, so I'm not worried about it. But yeah, it's a beautiful sunny day here. I would say we're probably sitting in the low 20s, like 21, 22 Celsius.
The car said 19.
Oh, Miriam said the car said 19. So I'm right, car's wrong. Whatever. So anyway, the dogs are in the shade here. Miriam's just setting up our recycling bins that she does all the time, but that's okay.
My job.
Somebody has to. So the dogs are happy. They were good on the trip. I had them both in the truck. Miriam drove alone. And yeah, at one time the dogs actually switched sides and they were looking out their opposite windows. But yeah, everything's good. We're gonna go for dinner a little bit later. I'm gonna turn so the sun is behind the camera. Sorry about that. It's a little bit bright. And yeah, these pull-through sites are massive. I believe we paid around $43. We're off season, of course. We're into October now, and it was $10 and change for the extra car. Unless you have a motorhome with a towed, that's all included. We've got the truck, the trailer, and one car, so it's an extra 10 bucks. Not a problem.
Well, there I am in the car, in the passenger seat. Friend's driving.
Yeah. I didn't have enough driving today, so I wanted to do some more.
Oh, I'm in the same boat. Anyways, except for my load was a little lighter and I got to zip around everybody. Anyway, so here we are at
Inkamip.
Inusoyuz.
It's spelled NK. I believe it's apostrophe MIP. Inkamip.
I got here about 20 minutes after Brent did.
Roughly, yeah.
And I had a whole bunch of stops and stuff that I had done on my way, and yeah, we got here, so we're just staying one night. We decided to take a break partway through our trip so that we won't arrive exhausted and grumpy, and we can park the trailer without it being dark, because by the time we left today we would have been parking in the dark. So.
Yeah, that's not a fun thing to do, whether you know the terrain or not.
Yeah,
parking in the dark is not fun.
I feel like in the property it's a little tricky because it's very dark.
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely, because there is 0 street lights.
Well, and then, yeah.
Well, we've got the 2 lights on the front of the cabin, and
we have a side light, or we should.
Yeah, well,
but I don't
it's
think
still a difficult drive.
Anyways, so we're staying here. We're just gonna go out for dinner, because why make the trailer all messy when we're just staying for one night. Good morning. Getting ready to do we're getting ready to do the last leg of our trip. We've heard the what they call boomers, so they're just a sounds like a cannon going off in the orchards or vineyards. I'm not sure which it is.
They are bird boomers to scare away the birds. They're just large air cannons, and they make a big booming sound. And you might hear one in the next 5 minutes or so. They run from basically 8 in the morning till I think 5 at night.
I think it was.
We heard a couple after 5 o'clock last night, but it wasn't a big deal.
We went to the beach last night, and they have a little dog area with the beach. Emphasis on little. These guys
Well,
don't.
it's actually bigger than most dog parks that we see in some RV parks. And it had actual waterfront.
Yeah.
Probably, I would guess about 100 foot of waterfront. And then it's fully fenced off, so you can let your dog off the leash.
Yeah,
just watch where you step though.
it's great for little dogs. Not so great for our beasts.
Yeah,
Okay.
they had fun.
Yeah. They were more interested in sniffing than they were playing in the water.
Yeah, you just gotta watch where you step too, because some people don't pick up after the dogs.
Okay.
Sad but true.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna go down here and we'll show you what that looks like. This is the area where we went down to the beach.
Are you recording?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. Thought you were telling me.
No. Oh, Bailey, stop. And now we're gonna go to the other section of the park.
Oh, they got a golf course here.
Oh, how about that? That's the golf course.
And
And
a restaurant up there too.
so a lot of these places look like, or you've seen a lot of places in this park, but this is people's summer home. Okay.
And a lot of the people we were talking to last night while we were checking in and setting up, they're asking if we were checking in for the winter. So a lot of people stay here for the winter.
Yeah, a lot of Alberta plates, a couple of
Yeah.
Saskatchewan.
Morning.
Morning. So these are beachfront sites. And there are some people who live here full time.
I would say this rig is full time.
Yeah.
So we have the ones that back up to the water, and then there's one tier just above.
Yeah. And those ones seem to be, oh, maybe they're not fully occupied.
No, that one looks is all packed up for the winter.
Booms aren't so bad down here. We won't go all the way to the end, Brent.
Okay. Go bag. Well, it's got a swimming area, so you've got
Yeah.
it cordoned off, so no boats can get in here.
Yeah, and they had the same over on the other side as well. So, okay, let's do a loop and then we'll head back. This is where you go that way, or to the right for sites 402 to 411. Straight ahead is 412 to 416. And then we got the boat launch and another dog beach. So we're just gonna walk down to this building here and then turn around and go back because we gotta hit the road.
And one thing I'd like to point out, right at the cantina and the shop, right basically in the heart of the park, there's a big sign saying no skateboarding, no bike riding, no scooters, and there was something else. It was,
I'll help you back.
I guess, no motorbikes or something like that. Probably dirt bikes, I would assume.
Well,
But we'll show you the sign, and that way you can confirm what the 4 items are that you're not allowed to do down here.
the park continues on down there, like I said, and so there's a whole bunch of sites down yonder. So there's another little section up here. I feel like these are full-time park people. And this is the cantina slash store. And you thought there was another restaurant or something by the outbuilding?
Yeah, this is down there.
Oh, okay. So this is the sign Brett was talking about, and I feel like it's this lovely ramp. People are thinking, hey,
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, skateboarders and whatnot think this is a great thing to go rolling down. So yeah.
And then no electric scooters. That's pretty much anywhere in the park.
Yeah, well, the electric
There's
scooters.
no electric scooter signs all over the place.
Most people with electric scooters go too fast and gonna end up running somebody over. Okay, so this particular map does not show the golf course.
Because that's the RV park map.
Yeah, so there's a map up there, way over there, that you can see the green splotch on it. That there's a golf course
Actually,
over
the
yonder.
golf course is up here. In this area here.
Okay, across
I
the
saw
street.
we were walking this way, and that's where I saw the signage here for the golf course. It's like just up that way.
Oh, okay.
But it's a whole resort area.
So yeah, they're calling this a bistro over here, the Wake Pilot. And then the one dog beach is just down here by the boat rentals. And that's all privately owned by a different company, I guess.
I'm not really sure. The main pier is private dock.
Yeah, on this end anyways.
Yes.
So then we have another 2 tiers here that seems to have 30 amp too. I can confirm that when I look at the map. And so lots and lots and lots of tenting or camping areas. Just had 3 big booms in a row, and the first one startled me. So I don't know how soon we'll hear them again.
So we'll just record a little bit, and when we hear the boom, we'll let you know.
Okay, we just missed it. We turned the camera off and then had technical difficulties.
10 seconds after I turned the camera off, the boom went 3 times. So we're trying to turn the camera back on.
And it was on
Third
photo.
boom went, and then the camera turned on.
Anyways, you get the point. It's very loud.
One thing.
Well, coming into Greenwood here, and what I've been noticing along the way is that all the trees with leaves are starting to turn their fall colors. There's a lot of evergreens that don't turn, of course, but yeah, there's a lot of color out here. Okay.
It's windy out here.
Just a little bit.
We're right on the bow of the ferry going from Balfour to Kootenay Bay.
I'll be one of the first ones off on the other side. Definitely beating Brent to the property.
Yeah, well, I was one of the first ones on, but being a larger trailer, I usually get put in the middle of the ship, and I'm always one of the last ones off, which I'm getting used to. I've done it so many times. It's just part of the course. That's the way it should be. Because on the other side, or on this side, whatever, the first one's off. If they're faster than the big trucks, they can just go. Motorbikes they're usually first off. On the other side, there's a pretty steep hill for a couple of kilometers, and it wouldn't be any good if a big rig or a trailer was the first one off the ship.
You're the ballast.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so we're heading across to Kootenay Ferry for the last time in hopefully months and months and months and months.
Yes.
Anyways, I was just noticing that there's a bit of a sandbar just to the left of that marker.
That's definitely the shallows.
Saw a video or some pictures the other day of somebody who lives in Crawford Bay, and they saw dusting up on the Kootenay Glacier. No, Kokanee Glacier.
Well, it's a glacier. It's got snow all year round.
It didn't have very much when we were up here last time. It was basically rocks.
It had enough. It's a glacier.
Anyways, global warming, folks. Global warming. I'm gonna go in the car. It's too cold up here for me. As beautiful as it is, I'm going in the car.